Go live. Okay, wonderful. Now let's see who is joining. Amazing people from all around the world. Hold on one more second here for the YouTube to start. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, let me start recording as well. Wonderful. Well, hello, everybody. I am absolutely thrilled to be here with you today. I am Jocelyn Starfeather, and we are living in such powerful times, such momentous times, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. Now, I want to welcome those who are on live. So welcome Valeria in Italy, welcome Leslie in New Jersey, welcome Susie from Hampshire in the UK, Marie from France, Anne from Colorado, Caroline from Pennsylvania, Mel from the UK, Alice from Canada, tuning in from Switzerland, yay. Welcome Mary Ann in New Jersey, Stacy in Missoula, Montana, amazing. Welcome Julia in Germany, Xiomara from Southern California, Sister Bless in London, so glad to have you here, Sister Bless. Anya in Germany, Robin in California, Mariana in Peru, Lisa in Colorado, and so many more. Yay. And yes, I welcome you also in the chat and in the comments on YouTube to honor the indigenous peoples of the land where you are currently standing or sitting or living, really honoring the original people who originally knew and took care of that land there is so important. Well, I'm Jocelyn Starfeather, and today I am in Maryland. I'm on the eastern shore of Maryland, and this is the traditional home of the Lenape people and also the Nanacoke people. So I am honoring them here as we begin. So wonderful. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, these are just extremely powerful times that we're in. And if the overarching message for today, and of course, we're going to go into this in a much deeper way in really fun and exciting ways, but the overarching message from the stars and the planets, from the energetic upgrades from the sun and stars, the cries and the call to action from the earth, right? And the knowing deep in our hearts that we are here at this time for a reason. All of these forces together are telling us at this time that if there's something that you have known for a while that you need to do, if there's an action you need to take, if there's an old pattern or old trauma or woundings that you need to heal, old patterns that you need to release and let go of, old careers, old relationships, old houses that you need to move out of, whatever the action is that you have known for some time that you need to take, do it now. You will be fully, fully supported. Now, what I especially want to talk to you about today is if you have known that you need to start a business, or if you've started your business, but you know that it's meant to be so much more abundant and expansive and allow you to share your visionary gifts with the world in a much bigger way, right? Now's the time to make that happen. So, and thank you for your beautiful comments here, everybody, and stating where you are and who the indigenous peoples are. That is so beautiful to see. So let me share my screen here with you and we will get started. So here's what we're going to dive into today. Now is the time to exceed your wildest dreams, not just to follow them. We're past that. That's not intense enough anymore. It's time to exceed your wildest dreams. And I really mean that, right? That is not an exaggeration. That is not calling you into something that's going to be impossible. It's fully possible for us right now to exceed our wildest dreams. And especially if that's something you've known for a while that you need to do. So today we are in the 11/11 portal. So it is 11/11/2021. And in 2 minutes, it'll be 11/11 a.m. New York time. So I'll let you know when that is and we can all celebrate a bit. Now, if there was any time in the whole year to make a wish upon a shooting star, now is that time. It's 11/11, but not only because it's 11/11. So in the astrology for the next couple of months, and really all throughout 2022. It is almost unbelievable how intensely the planets are going to be working with us. So we especially have extremely strong influences from Pluto, which is about death and rebirth, and that is calling us to release and let go of that which needs to die. So whatever that is in your life that you need to let go of, right, let it go now. Uranus is calling us into freedom and liberation. Of course, all of this is not only on a personal level, it is also happening for us in a much larger collective level, right? So we see this freedom and liberation. We see the people taking action in the streets to claim their freedom back, right? After lockdowns and after restrictions. We see governments breaking down. We see different kinds of modern world structures breaking down so that we can be more free. We also see our own old patterns or jobs or relationships or whatever it is dying, Pluto, so that we can be free, Uranus. This is really, really strong right now. Then we have Mars. Mars is working with us intensively now. Mars is the warrior god. So he carries a sword and he is about cutting cords. He is about shattering illusions and bringing us back to truth and integrity. And he's about taking action with an advanced warrior consciousness. So we're letting go of things so that we can be free. And we are taking these decisive actions, shattering the illusions and moving forward in an extremely powerful way here as we go. So there has truly never been another time when taking a huge leap and becoming an entrepreneur is as supported as it is right now. Now, I want you to know, if you're listening and you're not an entrepreneur yet, it's okay. If you have even the slightest inkling of an idea that you might need to become an entrepreneur sometime in the near future, stay on and listen in, because this is really important. Now, if you are already an entrepreneur, you are absolutely in the right place, because we're going to talk about how you can be supported for, as it says here, your highest expansion and growth, right? And the next level of your business and the next after that. So in this time, we really do need to be ready to embrace change and upgrades and evolution. And when we're ready for that, when we're ready to say yes, when we're ready to let go of the old and welcome in the new and take action on the new, even if we don't know exactly what that looks like yet, it's okay. Even if we're still figuring out a lot of the pieces, it's okay. Just if we're ready to say yes to change, then the universal energies are here to work with us for our highest expansion and growth. Now, if you are a beginning entrepreneur, this is an extremely opportune and fortunate time for you. This is a time when you can truly skyrocket your ability to be seen with your important message and your soul's mission. Even if you've tried before and it hasn't worked, or even if you've been in business for a few years and it hasn't taken off yet, this is the time that it's going to take off, right? And if you're just beginning, if you don't even have a website yet, right, you just have some ideas and you're just at the beginning stages of getting started, you are coming in at a really beautiful time. Also with Pluto, which is about power and money, working with us extensively. Also Venus working with us extensively, which I don't have on the slide here, but she is about how we value ourselves and our ability to bring in abundance. There are going to be huge shifts coming up in the level of income that as an entrepreneur, you'll be able to allow into your field. You know, money is very energetic. If you've been in business, if you've been an entrepreneur for a little while, you know this, it is an energetic principle, right? And it depends on what we're able to allow in, what we're able to receive. And so there's going to be really big shifts coming to help us upgrade around that as well. So who is watching this and is an entrepreneur or would like to become one soon? And so the invitation here is, write in the comments how many years you've been working on your business, or if you're just getting started, write starting now and really claim it, because you are starting now. This is the time to begin. And yes, we crossed over the 11/11 on 11/11 portal. Woohoo! Thank you for putting that in the comments there. Susie, amazing. Judith says, yesterday I received a prestigious award from my workplace. Congratulations, Judith. That is fantastic. Starting now. Nicole, struggled 3 years in marketing. Yes, I hear you, Nicole. Yes. Now, a quick note to everybody who's on Zoom. Where you're making your comments, where you type them in, there's a little blue drop down above that. Make sure that blue drop down is on everyone. That way, everybody who's on can see your comments. If it says host and panelists above your comment, then only I can see it. Tanya, starting now. Susie, since 2004, yay. Amanda, I will become an entrepreneur in 2022. Yay, Amanda. Yes. Lauren, it's my time. Afi, I am starting now. Christina, 1 year. Yay. Celebrating 1 year for you, Christina. Amazing. Marina, a couple of years. Barbara, brand new. Just got a website up. Yay. Congratulations, Barbara. Starting now. Alice, 12 years and shifted focus 4 years ago. Beautiful. Chelsea, I'm ready. Robin, I've been working on this business for 7 years. Ooh, 7 is quite an initiatory time in the business, Robin. There might be big changes for you. I wonder what you think about that. 6 years, Eric. Leslie, starting soon. Anna, starting now. Yes. Wonderful. So wherever you are in this journey, I first of all just really want to honor all of you for being on this journey. This journey of entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, right? Even if you're just at the beginning stages, you already know that. This is for those who are willing to have devotion, who are willing to go on deep, deep journeys into who you are in order to bring this business out in the world. And we're going to talk about that more in a little bit here. But I just want to really honor all of you for being on that entrepreneurial journey. It is so powerful. It can get so intense. And I want to encourage you, and you'll see it here as we go on with the presentation. You are doing this at the right time. You are going to be so supported in the coming 6 months to 2 years for rapid evolution of your business. Now, the thing is that the energy we're in right now with these really intense planets, Pluto, Uranus, Mars, this energy is not easy. It's very intense. We have Saturn in there too, which I didn't even get into. Saturn slows things down, teaches us some really tough lessons. So the reason that all of this intensity is happening right now is because we're being asked to change. Now, again, this is on a personal level so that we can change, so that we can bring our power out to the world, right? Heal the old wounds, really step into our power, come forward and change the world in the way that you are each meant to do. And also so that on the collective, we can change. We can come back to a more holistic and reciprocal relationship with the earth. We can come back to ways for countries to be structured that are actually honoring of their people, right? I mean, there's so many levels to this. The educational system, the healthcare system, so much needs to change right now. Now, for each of us on a personal level, thinking about this, the call to action is for change. So if we choose courage and freedom and we decide to flow with the change, again, even if you don't know what that looks like quite yet, it's okay. But just make that choice, right? I'm going to flow with the change. You are going to gain access to huge shifts and releasing of old patterns, which make space so that really big new opportunities can come in. But for those who resist the change right now, they're going to have a much harder time because the universe is really being relentless with us in its request for change right now. That includes next year, 2022. It even includes 2023. It's going to be a relentless request for change. So, on a personal level, whatever you have known for a long time that you need to do, take action on it now. Don't wait any longer, because no matter how hard or seemingly impossible it is, when you choose to align with these changes that are being required of us right now, when you choose to take just 1 or 2 small steps towards something new, you are going to be supported. You are going to be lifted up. You are going to be protected and helped in carrying out that choice by all of these cosmic energies, by the energy from the earth, right? Everything that I mentioned at the beginning. It's a great confluence of extremely powerful energies right now. If we fight them, it's going to be hard. We're going to have to learn some lessons. But if we flow with this change, the possibilities are truly infinite, and the impossible is becoming possible now. Really and truly, again, like that is not an exaggeration. So when we say yes to change at this potent time on our planet, here are some of what we can receive, right? We will be able to reach entirely new levels of personal growth and evolution. We will be invited to co-create with the vital life force that births all things. Now, each and every one of you who have a business or want to start a business, in some way, your deepest hopes and dreams related to that business are in some form to strengthen the vital life force of our planet, of the plants and animals, of life itself, of humanity in some way. So really think about that, right? There's no doubt in my mind, because every single one of your business ideas is given to you to carry out, to create a bright and vibrant and joyful future for life itself. Okay, this is really powerful to keep in mind. We will also be able to shed and release old patterns and limitations more deeply and thoroughly than ever before. And we will be invited to explore and embody the vast potentials of the human experience. So saying yes to change is not just about accomplishing things, although that's a part of it, because we need change. We need people to carry out the change, to implement the healing, right? To help other people through the change, etc. But we are also here to live the fullest life, the vast potentials of the human experience, all of the joy and beauty and ecstasy and magic of being in this 3D realm, right? Of existing in a body, of getting to experience sunrises and sunsets and sexuality and joy and love of all sorts, right? All of these beautiful experiences that we get to have. We are also here to live that fully, not as modern culture would have us do, to numb out, right? To escape from things, to turn away from that full experience. We're really here to live it and fully enjoy every moment of life. So this is a part of it. This is a part of the energy that we bring into it. So there's just so much here, right? There's so much here that's opening up to us right now. And as I said, we're truly entering into a portal where the impossible is becoming possible. Now, I would love to know in the chat and in the comments on YouTube, who is feeling this already? This idea of the impossible becoming possible, and how is it showing up for you? I will just share, for me, this is showing up in a way of, I have been living in my house in Maryland for almost 11 years now. My kids grew up here. I know I'm called to move to Asheville. You guys who've been following me have heard this story, and you're probably like, why is it taking her so long to move out of her house? Well, I am putting my house here in Maryland on the market on Monday. This is such a big shift. Just within the last 2 weeks, I have suddenly been able to move all of, like, this house. I can't even tell you how much weight there is here for me, like the burden of all the things that have collected here over the years of raising my kids and everything that happened during that time. I've finally been able to move it all out of here. This house is clear. There's hardly anything left. It is a huge shift. And that is something that for a long time, for years and years for me, seemed completely impossible, that I would like get out from under the weight of this house. And it's happening. So how's it showing up for you? I want to look in the chat and read some of these. It's such a huge shift, right? So Susie says, my second book, Ascension to Legacy, is being published on November 30th. Yay, Susie, that is so exciting. What a beautiful, beautiful thing to be happening for you. Emily, I sold my house in Baltimore, Maryland in June. Yay, Emily. Beautiful. Where did you go to? Where did you move to? I'm curious. Yekaterina says, I said it yesterday at a healing session I gave a client. I said that I'm on the other side and I'm waiting for the human experience to catch up to me. It was channeled yet real. It was wild. Yes. Yes, and that's the thing, is that these inner shifts, the spiritual and the energetic shifts, we've already done that. But our physical side of us, right, our physical being takes a little while to catch up. I love that. Kara says, I received a message in meditation. Welcome to the golden realm where all is possible. Beautiful. Kari says, complete inspiration to continue writing, pausing, then refining the message that is flowing through. Yay, amazing, Kari. Beautiful. Thank you all for the blessings here. Valerie, possible move for me in the next 6 months. Yes, aho. Lisa, I quit my job to follow my calling. Woohoo, Lisa, we're going to talk about this. Amazing, congratulations, and keep on trusting. I know that can be scary. I don't know how it is for you, but trust you are doing the right thing. That is so amazing. Janine says, your alchemy course has given me the confidence that all obstacles that come up on my path will be overcome with solutions I hadn't even known were possible. Yes, aho, thank you, Janine. Keep trusting in that. Dewi says, showing up for me as the next expansion of what I've thought is possible. It's materializing as heaven on earth experiences for me every day. Yes, I love that. Beautiful. Amber says, there's many opportunities to work with others and or affiliates. Yay, that is expansion. Beautiful, Amber. I feel pulled to Asheville as well. Yes, amazing. Joseph, the impossible has always been possible. Yes, we are able to access and embrace it more now than ever before. Yes, that's an interesting thing to add, right? Thank you, Joseph, because of course it's always been possible, right? The pyramids were built. We think today it's impossible that they did that, but they did it. So the impossible has always been possible. And somehow we forgot, right? And we are remembering so strongly right now. And all these forces are helping us to remember right now. Beautiful. Well, I'm honoring all of you once again for all of these huge shifts and changes. Wow, Virginia, sold my house of 28 years in July, quit my job of 40 years in September. Wow, Virginia, you are saying yes to the changes in such a powerful way. Amazing, amazing. Jesse, I ended a toxic job, excited to start my own business. Oh, just so amazing. Marianne, realizing I'm needing to move into a more loving relationship with myself. Yes, what a beautiful, beautiful realization. Okay, amazing. Thank you all for sharing, and thank you, all of you, including ones I didn't read there. So powerful to see this, right? So powerful to see this. Now, here's something that's extremely important for you to know. And that is that the universe wants you to succeed in following your wildest dreams. So what you have inside of you, telling you to make these changes, telling you to start this business or follow these crazy plans, right? Or plans that others in your friends and family may not even understand at all. You're not the only one that is wanting to make that happen, right? The universe is on your side for this. Now, here's the thing. Why do you think you were given those wild dreams in the first place? It's because that is what you are here to carry out in a way that no one else can do just like you. And your deepest hopes and dreams are naturally aligned with the much vaster evolutionary plan for all of life. And the more and more that we tap into our heart and the messages there, our deep, deep intuition of the third eye, right? And the messages there, the more we are coming into full alignment with this much vaster, magical plan that we're all a part of. And a huge part of that plan that is occurring for us now at this time on our planet is this vast awakening and remembrance of who we really are. And many of you in starting your businesses are going to be taking action to help more and more people remember who we really are. And it's creating this tidal wave of humans remembering that it's going to change everything. So it's important to remember that when you say yes to your wildest dreams, all of the universe is going to conspire to make them happen. because your dreams are for the highest good for all. Your dreams are always naturally going to be in service to life itself in this much vaster plan. Now, for you, it might look like, oh, well, I want to start a business to help people with search engine optimization for their businesses. Great. You're going to help people who are doing healing work or connecting with star families or whatever it might be, right? Expand and reach more and more people, right? Or for you, it might look like, well, I just want to start my local Reiki business and start doing healing work. Amazing. You're going to be helping people move into this space of love and light that we need to be in to build a new world, right? So whatever it is for you, just know your dreams are in alignment with the highest good for all. And this is my tough love slide here, just to warn you. So it's really important for us to not ever play small. Or if you've played small in the past, if you've thought, I'm not enough, I'm not going to do this and nobody will appreciate it. Nobody, I'm not powerful enough. I'm not whatever. It's time to stop playing that game, right? No more playing small, because your deepest desires are about more than just you. This is another thing that I had to battle a lot at the beginning of the business, because I had 2 young kids and I was like, I want to start this business, but it's causing me to need to spend time away from my kids that I would normally be playing with them. But I know I need to do this. And am I being selfish, right? What am I supposed to do? When we follow our deepest dreams and desires, it's never selfish, right? And ultimately my kids, and I can see this now, it was hard for me to see it then, but I can see now that my kids are going to benefit on so many levels from me pursuing this and following this. And now I can, share all of this with them. Right. And all of us are working together to create a brighter future for our kids and our grandkids. So it's not selfish to follow your dreams. This is so, so important. And if you've denied those dreams and desires in the past, the universe is definitely asking you right now to stop denying them. So really and truly, again, tough love slide here. Stop thinking you are not blank enough. You fill in the blank, whatever it is for you. We all have these, these limiting beliefs, right? Because you are alive now at this fascinating and intense and catalyzing time on our planet. So as a result of being here, you are more than enough to carry out your sacred mission, because we are all needed. And we are all, every single one of us is more than enough to carry out that mission and to do everything we were put here to do. So it's time to really choose something new right now. And somebody already mentioned the alchemical prayer in the chat. So I love that. Thank you. But I want to just put it up here because it's really important. So if you're ever feeling stuck, or you don't know what the next step is, or even if everything's going great and you just want a little boost of more of doing the impossible, just pause for a moment and say the alchemical prayer, which is, dear universe, please send me all of the things that I need the most that I do not even yet know are possible. Dear universe, please send me all of the things that I need the most that I do not even yet know are possible. This is the way. This is the way the universe works. Now, I want to share with you a bit about the sacred energetics of business, because these are some really important principles for all of you to think about as you're building these businesses, whether you're starting or you're in the middle or you've been doing it for a long time, right? It's really important. So I'm changing the view there just so I can see my other notes here for a moment. So starting your own business is a profoundly spiritual experience. That's because when we choose to start our own business, we're saying a huge yes to the universe. And when we say that yes, the universe is going to naturally step in to help us carry that out. And when we're starting a business, there's a lot we need to learn, and the universe is going to be quite generous in teaching us those lessons quite immediately, right? So lessons such as the level of financial abundance that we're able to bring in is in alignment with how we value ourselves. We have to learn that lesson, and that is a tough one. Or social media algorithms are not your friend. That might be a lesson that you learn, right? These are just, there's so many lessons we can learn. I just have some examples. Or You have to understand your ideal client extremely well before you'll be able to create a program that really speaks to them. Or this is a big one here, for an online business to succeed, you must get visible. These are lessons the universe is going to be teaching us in different ways when we start a business so that we can be successful. But some of these lessons are pretty tough. Now, some of them are tough but manageable. And others of them, like that visibility one, in many cases, will quite literally bring us to our knees and make us face our deepest fears. So let's look at visibility, for example. So many of us carry really deep wounds around this, wounds that are from past lives, sometimes where we were the shaman or the healer or the witch or the midwife or the herbalist. And all of that was shut down. The witches were being burned. The alchemists were being burned along with the witches. The healers were being silenced. The shamans, right, in the Americas, for example, when the white people came in, right, what was happening? All of this was shut down in a very traumatic and brutal way. So we all have experiences in our ancestral lineage and in our past lives around that, where the truth was shut down. If we spoke our truth, if we brought our healing knowledge and gifts and power forward, we could be killed, we could be outcast from society, etc. Right? We all know this story. Then we have echoes of that happening in our current life. Maybe when we stood up in 4th grade to share something, to share a book report, everybody laughed at us, or the teacher told us we did it wrong, right? However that gets echoed in this lifetime. So this is really deep. And yet in our business, we must be visible to succeed. We must be able to come forward with our important mission and our message and our healing gifts and our deep, deep power and conviction about what we're here to bring. So ultimately, these on your knees moments, right, where the universe is bringing us to our knees so we can learn an important lesson, step into our power, this is where we grow the most in starting our businesses. And so because we have to be, in order to have a successful business and really be changing the world and helping people at the level that we deeply desire to do, we have to heal those wounds. We must step fully into our power, bring our full magic, our full gifts into the work that we're doing. So when we start a business, we might not realize all of the healing work we're jumping into, but that's what happens, because we can't be successful in business until we move through that healing process. And I'm sure many of you are feeling that now in different ways, right? How many of you have tried to be visible and it's turned into something very scary or very frustrating, or, who knows, all different ways that can show up. But again, take heart, because we have good news around this now, especially if you're just starting your business right now. You're going to be on an accelerated healing track. Okay, everything that we need to heal right now, as long as we can open up to these lessons, surrender to that, accept that the healing needs to be done, flow with the energy of change, these things can be healed very rapidly at this time. And this is because we're in a time when truly, like in a global sense, all hands are needed on deck around this awakening process. My guides have told me that in 2022 and 2023, we need a tidal wave of humans to help create the massive changes that are needed here on our beautiful planet. Now, this includes many, many new entrepreneurs who know that they're here to help in this shift in consciousness, who are ready to dive in and take action. And that is you all on this call. So wherever you are in your business right now, no matter how deep the spiritual healing and depths of resistance you might be in, right, stay with it. You are meant to be part of this tidal wave of humans. You are starting a business, so you are on a spiritual journey, and all of this is happening for a reason. And your growth and your healing and your evolution is going to be happening more rapidly than you ever imagined. Remember, we can do the impossible now, over the next few months and throughout 2022 and 2023. Now, I also want to share with you about how to align your business with source consciousness and with the joyful guidance from your soul from the very beginning when you get started. Now, what needs to happen here is that you must get really clear on the sacred instructions that the universe is sending you. This is the voice of the universe, or it may come through your guides. It may come through in your dreams. It may come through in your meditation. There's many ways it can show up. It may come through in your writing or poetry. But these sacred instructions are trying to get to you. They're trying to arrive and give you the path. Like, it will really be like, here's the next thing you need to do. And it may be some crazy outlandish thing. Like, I know for one of my friends, it was, you must build a teepee on your property, and you must find out how the indigenous people in your area did it and do it in deep alignment with how they would have built their teepee at the time. Right. And she was like, well, how do I do that? But we need to be able to receive those sacred instructions, recognize them when they come, and then build it, right? Whatever it is. And it's really important to be very tuned into your heart and your soul and your intuition for this. Don't just, as you're starting a business, don't offer what other people say you should offer. It's got to be what you know in your heart. Don't create your business in the way other people tell you to. Only trust your own heart, your own deep inner knowing. Only you know what is the correct path for you, because only you can receive your unique sacred instructions. And when you align with your deep intuition and these sacred instructions, creating your business becomes the most joyful and easeful flow. It's truly incredible, the shift that happens when you figure out how to step into alignment with the universal energies that are guiding you. It's really, really fascinating, the shift that occurs. You will feel it when you step into full alignment. I'm sure some of you on here have felt that, right? Everything becomes joyful and so much easier and grace-filled in this very magical way. And again, this is because the universe wants you to succeed. So the closer that we get to our highest, most aligned path, the easier and more effortless your journey is going to become. Now, we're going to do a shamanic journey toward the end of this call that will help you experience that as well. So that will be really fun. Now, the third point here that I want to speak about is the energetics of money and how to really fully begin receiving the abundance the universe has been trying to send you. So that's an interesting thing, right? The universe is always trying to send us all the resources that we need, but because we have doubts or we don't fully claim our power and our value, we block that. Now, there are two key and critical pieces to this. The first one is you must be doing your deep healing work. So if fears around visibility are coming up, you've got to work with that and heal it. If you're being confronted because your ideas are not accepted by your friends and family, you've got to work with that. You've got to move through it and past it, right? And we've got to do this healing work so that we can feel our power, so that we can fully value what we're offering. Now, it's interesting too how this is shifting, because deep healing work maybe 3 or 4 years ago meant I need to put off starting my business for a couple of years because I need to go to Vipassana meditations until I can heal this. It's not so much, that's good if you know that's your path, that's great. But really we need action now because the change is needed now, right? So deep healing work right now is evolving to mean more of a very taking decisive action kind of a process, like really diving in, getting that business started, stepping into your fears in whatever way they're coming up, getting visible with your sacred mission, and then healing through it when the fear and resistance comes up, right? We're really being activated or invited into an active healing process at this time. So that was the first piece to welcome in abundance, is we must be doing our deep healing work. The second piece is we must open the channels for the abundance to flow in. Now, again, this is about taking action. So if you're wanting financial abundance and all you're doing is writing a daily blog, but not real, and then like putting it online, but not really doing anything to help people find that blog, you're not opening the channels for the abundance to flow in. And there's a lot of mistaken information out there about how to do that. A lot of business coaches will encourage you to let the abundance flow in by getting on social media, making lots of posts on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and things like this. And that's not a highly effective way either. There's a lot I could talk about there, but social media is not the way, right? It's too crowded. There's too many moral issues even coming up with Facebook right now, right? There's a lot of problems there. Hardly anybody on that's following you on social media even sees your post. So you want to open the channels in really good ways. And I'm going to share with you a couple of extremely powerful ways to do that that are super aligned with sacred feminine marketing, that are really beautiful and powerful. But what I'm trying to say here is we've got to open the channels for the abundance to flow in. Like, we have to actually open pathways for the money to come in. We have to actually reach people out there so that they could send us the money, right? So that they can be moved by us and send us the money. This sounds very fundamental, but it's actually a really important thing to acknowledge, right? If I'm just sitting here writing my blog, there's not a channel for abundance to come in. Even if we're sharing YouTube videos, but not using a strategy to get that out there to more people, there's not a channel for abundance to flow in. So we've got to really think about, what is the plan? What is the channel that I'm opening up? Because as soon as you open that channel, the universe will send you everything you need. It's incredibly powerful. Okay, so I will share with you briefly here, because I want to get to the good part, but I will share with you briefly the story of how Sacred Planet began. So it was 2015. My kids were 2 and 5 years old. I was in the midst of breaking up with and separating from my husband at the time, because I was working on starting my business. He was not aligned with it. He thought I was totally off my rocker. He was really not supporting me. He's a very good person, an amazing father, and I'm still on really good terms with him, but he was not aligned with my new plan here. He did not like all of the shamanic work, the shamanic practices that I was doing. He just thought I had lost it pretty much. So we were separating, and I was working on starting my business, and I had gotten my coaching certification, and I was like ready to go out and change the world. And I was leading women's circles and doing some things locally here in my town in Maryland, but nothing was taking off. I was trying to find coaching clients. Nothing was taking off. And I very fortuitously met a coach online who was teaching how to create online summits. Now, I had never heard of this before. And she explained the model to me. And I thought, wow, that sounds amazing. You get to speak to people you've always admired. You get to interview them. And then you get to share this knowledge with the world and help people's lives be changed. Wow, that's amazing. So I decided to create my first summit. Now, I was working full-time in corporate, 40 hours a week plus in business and finance, was raising my 2 young kids, 2 and 5 years old. There were many times on that journey that I almost quit. It was really a lot. It was really, really a lot to take on all at one time. But I went ahead and I did it. So I started in 2015. My summit aired in early 2016. Now, what happened with that summit was that it was called the Ancient Wisdom and Modern Science Summit. And so I was bringing in speakers who were scientists and researchers and very, analytical minded. And then I was also bringing in people talking about spirituality, and I was bringing in shamans and different, all kinds of people on the spiritual side. It was very fascinating. It was amazing. It opened my eyes to so many deeper aspects of life. And there were 3,800 people that came in and registered for that first summit, 3,800 people from all around the world. And my mind was really blown by this. Like, I hadn't realized the potential that we have online to reach the entire world. It's really powerful to feel that for the first time. And what I did was I gave my talk, and I was sharing about, finding our purpose and figuring out how we're meant to change the world. And I offered discovery calls, right? Like free 30-minute calls where people could talk to me. And then some of them, I'm sure, I knew would go on to become clients. And I just put my calendar link right out there. So these 3,800 people came in, they saw my talk, they went to my calendar link. I had 138 people schedule with me for discovery calls. And I'm sitting here at my dining room table, and I was thinking, interesting, 138 people want to talk to me. Some percentage of these people are going to want to work with me. I just know. And so at that moment, I decided to quit my corporate finance job. Now, I was earning a really good income from that corporate finance job. This put my husband at the time completely over the edge. Like, it was nuts, right? Especially that was 2016. We weren't in these intense times quite yet. I quit my job because I knew that with 138 people with that much interest in my work, that it was going to happen, that it was meant to be. And it was, right? So this is a story of opening up the channels, having that summit so that all those people all around the world could come and discover the work that I was doing. And then quitting my job. And then I was able to dedicate those 40 hours a week to growing this business. And I will tell you, it was not always easy. And I got, knocked over and ended up, in that on your knees way of learning the big lessons at many times in those early years with my business. But here we are, right? And my business has grown exponentially every year. It is so incredibly powerful every time I get to be on one of these calls and meet with you all around the world. It still blows me away. So this is about trusting the larger plan too, right? And those of you who said in the chat, in the comments, that you quit your job recently. Yes. When you know it's the right time, we've got to do that, right? So here's the plan, everyone, right? Open up the channels, let the universe send us everything that we need, and really trust it's all part of a larger plan. Now, I want to share with you today two key strategies to really start your business, or if your business is already started, take it way up to the next level. And I'm sharing with you two ways, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to work with me in both of those ways, which is extremely fun and exciting. Whether you're planning to work with me or not, I encourage you to still listen in, because even if you don't work with me, even if you do it on your own or you work with somebody else, these are extraordinarily powerful opportunities that do not require you to get on social media at all. That's one of my things. I just have a huge distrust of social media in general. And I want to show you some real ways to make this happen, to truly start your business in 2022 and 2023 and beyond in a way that will be abundant, that will be in deep alignment with your soul's mission, right? That will allow you to do what it is that you're here for the highest good for all, and really have true success and expansiveness and reach a global audience with your work. So I ask you, what is it that you are called to do? How are you meant to heal others, bring change to our world, uplift our collective energy here in this lifetime? Because right now you are extremely supported in taking a huge leap, becoming an entrepreneur, or taking your business to the next level if you already are, right now. So the first way is Soulful Summit creation. And I'm going to share a different screen with you here as we go into this. And I will put this link in the chat too, because you are welcome to come on over and check out this webpage on your own as well. So here is the link to Soulful Summit creation. I just put that in the chat. Okay. Now, I think most of you who are following me, you've probably attended one of my summits. Summits are an extremely magical, very sacred feminine way of getting your work out into the world. And it is a really powerful time to have summits. One of the most common questions I get about summits is, aren't there already too many summits out there? The answer to that is no. The reason is that, first of all, since starting in March and April 2020, when COVID started, more people than ever before all around the world are spending a lot more time online and are turning to online teachers and and modes of education and gaining knowledge and, doing their personal development, their spiritual development, whatever it is, right? I've been doing this process since 2015, and starting in March and April of 2020 and continuing on up through now is the highest time I've ever seen as far as number of people who join these events, both for me and my clients who I work with and guide them to do this, as well as income from summits. All of that has skyrocketed since March, April 2020. So this is the time to create a summit. The other thing is that there's a massive spiritual awakening happening all around the world. People who never plan on having a spiritual awakening, right, are having one. And so the number of people who need this information, right, who need information about how do we heal? How do we navigate these times? How do I start a business, right? Many different expansive topics that were a bit on the fringes before are deeply needed now. So everyone who creates a summit is bringing together about 20 or so speakers around a core theme and putting that information out into the world to educate people, to enlighten and inspire people. This is so needed to fuel the spiritual awakening and the ascension that is happening at this time. So this is the time to create a summit. There are not too many summits. We need more summits, actually. Every one of them that my clients have created, I have 2 clients who have their summits airing starting on this Sunday and Monday. Every single one of these summits is having extremely high amounts of people coming in and signing up and needing the information. So Soulful Summit Creation is my proprietary transformative system that I have been honing and perfecting over the last 6 years. And this is both by holding my own summits and conferences. I still create 2 of them every single year because I love it. It's so much fun. It grows my business every time. And also I have guided many clients now to create their own first summit. So here are some of the results that you can count on. Okay, this is very consistent results, very consistent outcomes that you will, if you create a summit through my system, you will receive what you see right here. 2,000 to 5,000 new highly engaged email subscribers who are interested in exactly what you're most excited and passionate to share, because you're going to create your summit about whatever you're passionate about. These are going to be people who are passionate about that, right? So you're connecting with the right people. Like, this is truly your tribe. And so then you can share so much more deeply, so much more fully, your full power and all that you love to share about. You will also earn immediate income upon your event airing. Now, we make the whole event available for free. So this is part of why it's a very sacred feminine offering. We're putting this information out here to help people, to educate, to inspire, to help them on their journey of life. So it's put out there for free, but people can buy the lifetime access for a very reasonable price if they want. And a lot of people do that. So you earn immediate income from your event airing. Plus, then you have these wonderful and amazing audience members that you can share with them whatever you want, products, programs, healing, whatever you do, you can share with them because they are so aligned with you, because they came in through your summit that is a topic that you're passionate about. They're going to hear you. They're going to resonate with you, right? And so there is vast income potential here. And not only are you making money, but you're helping people from your highest place, your highest contribution. It's really magical what this creates. You will also experience a massive up-leveling of your confidence, your courage, your conviction, your clarity around your sacred mission and your message as you see your summit topic. So you're going to be inviting speakers to your summit and you're going to say, here's my topic. Do you want to be a part of this? And some of them will say yes. Sometimes people you've admired for years and never thought you'd get a chance to talk to, they'll say, yes, I want to be a part of that because it resonates for them, right? That kind of validation and appreciation, you receive that over and over and over again through the process of creating your summit. So your confidence, right? And your sense of, wow, I am doing the right thing. This is the work I'm meant to do, right? This is just going up and up and up. It's so beautiful to see. And then you have thousands of people streaming in to attend it as well. And this this opportunity to speak with and interview leaders and mentors who you've always admired is so uplifting and powerful. And you will often then form beautiful future collaborations and partnerships with them. So this is truly the best, most effective, and most exciting way to launch or grow your business. And it's going to give you true freedom to do what you've been longing to really carry out your wildest dreams. I mean, it will be carrying out one of your wildest dreams. And then you'll have the freedom, you'll have the income to continue doing more and more of that, and dreaming bigger and dreaming wilder, and then creating that. So I want to bring on a couple of people who are on the call today who have worked with me and who have created summits. I'm going to stop sharing here the screen and let me just see who is on. So if Emer or Alex are on, and if you're ready to share, if you could raise your hand, that would be very, very helpful. We have hundreds of people on, so it's hard for me to find you. There we are. Okay, so Alex is one of my amazing clients who created her summit actually just last month in October. So welcome, Alex. Hi, you should be able to unmute now too.
Yes, thank you so much. What a beautiful presentation. Wow, it makes me want to join again. Join all over again. I'm like, yes, this sounds like a great idea. Oh wait, I'm already
It's so fun, right? Well, yeah, I would love to just hear whatever moves you, whatever you'd like to share about your story and your experience in creating.
Sure. Well, I have been following Jocelyn for a number of years, actually, before I took the plunge into this. It always seemed like such a big thing, like it seemed out of reach for me. My business was not very big at the time. I didn't have a huge audience, and I'd heard her talking about this soulful summit creation process, and it is a big thing. You know, it's a big undertaking. It's not inexpensive, and it really does require you to kind of be ready to step into that next place. And I had listened to her. I had actually listened to this presentation before and did not join, and just thought, oh God, it's too much for me. You know, it's too big for me to take on. And I got to a place where suddenly it was like, this felt like the next step for me. It just felt aligned. It still felt big, and it still felt overwhelming, but I knew that Jocelyn, having done it, I felt really confident that she could kind of just take me by the hand and show me how it's done. I would never in a million years have done this without a mentor and a guide to take me through it, because it really, really is. There are a lot of moving parts, and it's a big thing. And so I'm so glad that I had a guide, but it just felt like the right thing. So I just took the plunge. And
tell us about your event. What was the
Rise? It was the Rise Uprooted Global Wellness Symposium. It took place in October. I think we started on
in February,
right? Yeah. So we started in February. Yep. And my event took place in October, and we had, you know, when I was looking at those numbers you were just showing, I realized, wow, we were just right in that range. We added about 3,800 people to the list. And the other thing that really, really, really attracted me to this idea and to Jocelyn is that I really dislike social media. I don't use it. Everybody's like, how can you have a business without social media? Well, this is how you can have a business without social media, because I have made so many more real connections with people in my industry than I ever had after years of trying to post stuff on Facebook. So I will never go back to social media as a primary means of marketing my business. I despise it, but at any rate, so the symposium was about bringing people to a deeper relationship with the natural world and being out in nature, and ways to just sort of simplify and clear space in their heads and their lives to spend more time communing with the earth. And so I kind of assembled a group of people who were all around that idea. Some of them were forest bathing guides and nature therapy type people. And then some of them were more people like who just talk about simplifying and relieving stress. And, you know, so what happened when I started assembling my team of people is I had in my head how it would be. And when I started inviting people and certain people said yes and other people said no, it's like it took on a life of its own, like it became its own thing. And I was really able to say when I marketed this to everybody, when I talked to people about it, there is nothing else out there like this. And that is the gospel truth, because no one, even someone who's putting together a summit around nature connection, theirs is not like mine. It's not. And so that was kind of unexpected, because I thought I had this, well, you know how I am, Jocelyn, and I had this after months of working with me, I had this idea how it would go. These are the people I'm going to invite, and this is what it's going to be about. And I did have a structure going in and an idea going in, but as people came in and the right people who resonated with these ideas joined, it really did kind of take on a life of its own. And it was just a beautiful event. We had 3,800 people come in, made about 10K in lifetime access sales. So, and that also was like icing on the cake, because really I'm just trying to grow my business so that I can sell the things that I offer, right? But just the lifetime access sales was, honestly, if I just made my business about summits, I could make a living,
Yeah.
So yeah, I was absolutely thrilled, and we're planning our next one for April. The
Yay.
next Rise Uprooted Global Wellness Symposium will happen April 11th to 15th. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm. And you're welcome to put your website link in the chat if you want, Alex, just to share.
Thank you. I will do that. I always love to have folks join. It is mindfulwalker.com.
Yeah, so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And I love that you already have the next one in mind and you already know when it's happening. It's so fun to
see that. Because I can't wait. I'm so excited. And I actually, because of the success of this one, here, I'll put it in with you bet, guys. Thank you for saying thank you. You're welcome. There's a clickable
live link. Yeah.
I had people ask who attended and also speakers say, are you doing this again? Or when are you doing this again? Or this was so fun. Is there going to be another one? And things like that. So people are actually already primed and excited for the next one. And that was fantastic and unexpected. I thought this would be a one-off thing, and it's definitely not going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Well, congratulations on your results, Alex.
Thank you.
So fantastic. And honoring your journey and all that you are creating. And
Thank you for all you taught me to make it possible. It's been really fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Beautiful. Yeah. Almost always by the time the first summit is done, same thing for me, same thing for my clients. We already know what the next one's going to be and when it's going to happen. And we can't wait for the next one. It's so cool. I want to see if Emer is on. Let's see. There you are. Emer, is it okay if I bring you over? Yay. Okay. So here's another one of my amazing, wonderful clients, Emer Stassen. And welcome, Emer. Hello. Should be able to unmute now.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. So good to see you.
I love this. I'm just time hopped in.
That's awesome. How are you today?
I'm great. It's dark here. It's the evening. So yeah, it's lovely to see your brightness.
Yeah, still bright here. Well, we would all love to hear a little bit about your story, and you're working on a new summit that's coming out next month. So that's really exciting.
Yes. Yeah. And I just caught the end of Alex speaking there, and I was just remembering, it's so addictive, this process. So that comes with a caution.
Addictive in all the best ways.
Yeah, in all the best ways, it really does. And my summit I'm working on is summit number 3, and already I have this feeling of summit number 4 that wants to be birthed sometime next year. So yeah, it really is a joyful process. And I guess where I was before I signed up to working with you, it was 2019, and I had tried some version of a kind of a collection of talks that I did myself and put them out live on YouTube. And it was, it was very amateur. it would be the word. But it gave me a taste of the possibility of what I could do, and I really enjoyed speaking with people and interviewing them. And then somehow I came across you and one of your summits back in 2019, and just got talking, got on a call with you, and knew I had to do it. And at the time, it was an investment of time and energy and all of that, to work with you for the 6 months. And it's just been so worth it for all the support, for walking, how you really hold our hands with the fear and anything that comes up, because we are stepping out of our comfort zone, but also the quantum leaps that it brings in terms of growing the business, in making the connections, but also after that in the programs that unfold after that and after doing the summit. And then we have the template to repeat if you wish, in bringing in, because what you encourage is to bring in your own creativity in that process, of choosing the topics that just might be a little bit or a big bit edgy to bring to the world. So it's really, it's such an incredible process, and such a joyful way to do business and to offer to people.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your beautiful words. Now, what is the name of your summit coming up next month?
Next one, it's called Witches Rise Up and Return to Your Power.
Yes, 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 yes. I love it. That is so amazing. Do you have a link for it yet? Do you have a landing page,
Um,
or is it too
I,
early for that?
it's too early. It's not published yet, but it will be witchesriseup.com, all one word.
Awesome. Well,
So
everybody
yeah,
go
it's
check that
still.
out in early December. And what are the dates of your event?
Yes. So it's going to be over winter solstice. It's the 18th of December to the 23rd of December. So I'm claiming
Oh,
this time to support the rising of the witches and the wise ones. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about it.
amazing. Yes, I love how you push the envelope with your topics, and you're like, "Yep, we're witches and we're doing it. We're going to make it happen." And I love, it's very witchy to put it at the winter solstice. So I love that too.
Yeah, yeah, it feels kind of
So
radical,
beautiful.
you know.
So beautiful. And yeah, this is one of the amazing things, right? Is that there's so much room and freedom and license to be really creative. Like whatever is moving you, right? Put it out there passionately, fully, like joyfully, and then your people will find you, because they'll find you and they'll know that's amazing for them. So yeah, it's just so powerful.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I've connected with so many witches and wise ones around the world, and it broadens out your family, this global family of people that exist and are waiting for you, for us, for these topics to be spoken. Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of love in the chat. You want
I love this. I just see Una saying, I love you, Emer. I love you too, Una. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone for all your
so beautiful. And
messages. It's gorgeous.
you're sharing these amazing online courses too. Would you just tell us the name of your last online course that you did?
Yeah, so I've had a few birthdays this year. The one that's currently going is the Wild Ireland Pilgrimage.
Mm.
Um, but the one after my last summit last year was the Witches Rise Up program. And just that theme has flowed. There was another one, the Shanachie Storyteller. So it's like this, it's helped me, doing the summits has really helped me connect with this thread, this indigenous thread of what I'm here to voice and express and examine in the world by bringing all these voices together. So yeah, the all these programs just came through, and then I had the template to design them, to do the sales page, to how to launch them, because we learn all that in the summit program. So yeah, it's amazing.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Emer, for sharing. And you are very welcome to put your website link in the chat too, so people can
Oh, thank
follow
you so
you and
much.
hear about it when your new summit comes out. Yeah,
Thank you
and
so
just
much. I'll do
yeah.
that.
honoring you and your journey and your daring and your courage and yeah, all the beauty that comes with that. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
you.
Thank you. Right back at you, sister.
Have a beautiful evening, Emer.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Emer and Alex, for sharing. Let me go back to our page here. So a little bit about what you heard them saying is that this is not a quick fix. The summit creation, this is not like a one and done, or you're done a week from now kind of thing, because anytime you want to build something that will really last for the long term, you need to make a real commitment to the process. This is going to take courage, love, devotion, and carefully planned effort. But it's so incredibly worth it, right? As you heard from Alex and Emer, because the results are outstanding, and I'm going to be here to guide you through each inspiring step in the process. Now, I'm not going to read everything on the page here. You can come here. I'll put this in the chat again and check it out. And one thing that I really encourage you to check out, let me say this too. If you are feeling that now is the time for you to do this, it's really important to listen. As Alex mentioned, you may not feel it's the time yet, and that's fine, right? Really trust what you get intuitively about this. But if this is like bringing up all kinds of waves of excitement and joy and like, oh my gosh, I wonder what it would be like for me, right? If it's like really activating you, pay attention to that. Really lean in, come here and read the page. Like I've put a lot of information on this page to help you really sense into it and make that decision. There are a lot of testimonials here from my previous clients that you can read and even check out their websites and what they're doing now. And then come here and read about how we can work together and what the curriculum is, because there are 12 key steps to this process. When we work together, we can do this either in a small group, okay, where there would be no more than 5 to 7 people in the group, so you still get a lot of one-on-one attention from me in the group setting. Or we can do this one-on-one where it's just you and I meeting and I'm fully dedicated to you. Either way, it's a 6-month process. We meet 2 times a month for 6 months. And every time we meet, we carry out one of these steps and you get the next step in the process, right? Steps 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 12. Those will be our sessions together. Now, I have a new small group for Summit Creation that is starting the week of January 17th, 2022. You can join that group from this page. If you just scroll down, you'll see the investment section there. I expect this group to fill very, very quickly. So if you're feeling the call for this, definitely either register right away, okay, or reach out to me. We can set up a consultation call. If you have questions, we can chat more and talk about it. But really come here and read, and see all that you're going to learn. There's so many steps that are really important that I'm going to guide you through to make sure that your event is the very, very best that it can be. And it may seem like a lot of steps, but don't worry. That's why we do it over a 6-month time frame. So you have space to do these things. So you have space to get familiar with the technology. And I will just tell you, one of my goals with all of this is to use the most user-friendly, budget-friendly technology available, and make it really easy for you to do. You can bring in an assistant, you can bring in other people to help, or you can do it on your own. This is very, very doable for just one person, one business owner to do this on their own. Also, this is a fun bonus. After the second session, I'm going to offer everybody in the small group a 45-minute astrology reading. And this is really cool because we'll look at your birth chart and we'll develop and we'll discern what are the key archetypes that are most potently informing your soul's mission. And these are going to inspire and inform your summit topic, and you'll be able to bring these beautiful archetypes in. So like, for example, if you have a lot of Uranian energy in your chart, then you should really bring through the themes of freedom and liberation in your summit, right? And that's really fun. But you'll learn how to brand your event. You'll learn everything about inviting your speakers in a way that they're going to want to say yes. I'll prepare you for the interview process. You'll create your event website, learn about the technology that you'll need to support you. And again, I make this very easy with the technology. Don't be scared off with the technology. I was always a technology phobic person before starting my business. I learned it in the simplest way possible, and I'm going to be teaching it to you in the simplest way possible. And these other steps. So just come here and check this out, okay? And come and check out the results that you will get by creating your first summit. It's very powerful. You're going to get to learn and practice how to have a successful launch. That's something that people spend thousands and thousands of dollars and many years trying to figure out. But you will get this in just within the 6-month time frame. You're going to get a very deep functional knowledge and comfort level with web building platforms that will increase your proficiency and mastery at running your business. And you're going to get a really strong comfort level with being on video, with interviewing experts, which is absolutely a fantastic skill to have for anyone who wants to grow their business through videos, through webinars, podcasts, anything like that, which is extremely important in order to be successful in the online space today and really reach your tribe. And so much more. Now, the investment is here on the page. The investment, if you want to be a part of the small group, starting the week of January 17th, is 6 payments of $1,000 each. Now, let me just scroll back up here, just so that you know this has an extremely high ROI. Okay, after you create one summit, you will know how to create more summits whenever you want. And this is an incredibly impactful and lucrative skill to have that, as you can see, Alex created one in October. She's going to create another one in April, and on and on and on. Emer's working on her third one. You're going to bring in a very, very abundant income over the course of the months and years following your event. So you're going to probably earn back your full investment just with lifetime access upon your event happening. You're going to then launch a program or launch a product afterwards. I will guide you through that process. You are going to far exceed that initial investment level. And then you will have months and years of working with this amazing audience, expanding that audience again and again, that you'll be able to do. So there's a very, very high ROI on this. So don't be scared off by the price either. This is a really small price compared to all that you're going to receive. So that's for the small group. And if you scroll down here a little bit more, you can read about what you'll receive in the small group. Then option 2 is a one-on-one support mentorship, where you will have my dedicated support. All 12 of the sessions will be just you and me. I will be fully here for everything you need. That is 6 payments of $1,500 each. Okay, so if you want to sign up for either of these programs, there's a very limited number of spots in each one. There's only 6 spaces left in the small group. There's only 3 spaces left for one-on-one. So just click the button and make your first payment, and your space will automatically be reserved. I do expect these to fill very quickly. So it's best to register as soon as you know this is for you. And once I receive your first installment payment via these payment buttons here, your space in the program will be reserved. If you would rather have a conversation with me to ask more questions, learn more about the program, just click the button here on the page, and you can fill out the Soulful Summit application and apply to have a consultation. And I will get back to you and we will meet. So I encourage you to even scroll down even more on this page and see what you'll get. Look through the frequently asked questions. Okay, these will be very helpful to you in making your decision. There's a lot here on the page to help you make your decision. So I encourage you to come over here. I'll put this in the chat just one more time. Okay. And thank you for all the beautiful comments here. Emer, I love your comment here. Jocelyn is prophetic in her astrology readings. Yeah, it's just so powerful. It's not me, it's the astrology. But it's really powerful to have those astrology readings. Now, Amanda, you were asking, do you only offer this once a year? Can we join at another time? It depends on how my business is flowing and if I want to offer it again. I can't guarantee I'm going to offer it again, later in 2022. This is the offer right now. I usually do have 2 different summit groups a year, like usually one starting January, February, another one starting September, October. But in 2021, I didn't have one in September, October. I just decided not to. I had other things going on that I wanted to focus on. So it depends on a lot. There's no guarantee. But Yeah, so if you're feeling called to it, best thing is to join now. But if you really feel it's not the time yet, I do have something else for you that I'll share in a minute. Let me just see what else is in the chat. Okay, beautiful. So the summit is truly the best way to launch a new business. You don't have to have your business started yet in order to start a summit. A summit will launch your business for you and will get you incredible clarity. If you scroll down to these FAQs, it talks more about that, right? How much of an email list do I need to have? How far along in my business do I need to be? If you open these up and read there, it will give you a lot of information about that. But you can be at a very beginning stage and have a summit and let that launch your business. And it's an incredible way to start. You can start with 0 people on your email list and have an amazing, amazing summit and let that be what starts your email list. This is truly the best way to grow your business. Now, if you're feeling like it's not time for this yet, I usually don't do this, but I'm going to share with you a different program that is a much lower price. It will not get you the same results as a summit, but if you're not ready for the summit yet, this other program could be a really beautiful way to get started. So again, remember, the summit is the most powerful way to do this. That's why it's the highest commitment. It will get you absolutely outstanding, like above and beyond results every single time. But if you're not ready, okay, or if you truly, truly can't make this kind of investment at this time, I want to share with you this other program, which is called Fire Up Your Visibility. Again, I wouldn't normally be sharing 2 different programs at once, but these are the kind of times that we're in. It is time to take action now. So I want to give you different options. I want you to be really, really supported in starting your amazing business, in taking action to get visible in the way that's right for you. So let me put this link in the chat because this is another opportunity. Again, this is a lower investment than the summit. It's called Fire Up Your Visibility, and this is about getting visible on YouTube. Now, this is really exciting as well. YouTube, I absolutely love. You know that I don't like Facebook and Instagram so much, for business at least. But YouTube is an absolutely incredible platform on which to begin getting visible and begin calling in your tribe. So the reason for that is that YouTube is the same company as Google. So anything that anybody types into a Google search bar, you know this from doing it, right? About half or more of the results you get are a YouTube video. And people are turning to YouTube to learn everything. People are learning astrology. They're learning how to read tarot cards. They're learning how to fix a car, how to install a new, plumbing pipes in the kitchen, right? Whatever you need, you can find it on YouTube. So whatever your expertise is, there's a place for it on YouTube as well. Now, Fire Up Your Visibility is a rapid shift immersion. It is a program with 9 modules that is designed to help you set up your YouTube channel, really get it branded beautifully, and begin making videos and putting videos out there in a very strategic way so that your ideal clients who are typing things into the Google search bar, trying to find the answers to their questions, are going to find you. Okay. And then we'll be able to find out what you're working on and find out what you're offering and begin to work with you. So this is a really beautiful step to take. If you're not ready for the summit yet, okay, it's just not feeling so aligned, or it's feeling like too big of a step right now, but you want to take action in a very powerful way, this is an amazing, amazing option for that. So come here and check out the page. As it says here, visibility is the #1 top most important factor that determines the success of online businesses. Because if you're visible, then your ideal clients can find you and you're going to have a high chance of succeeding in the long haul. If you're not visible, you won't have income from that. You won't have results that you want. Okay. And so, as it says here, you need to not only reach the masses, but also specifically reach your ideal clients who will want to invest in what you're offering. That is how we create a successful business. There must be income, right? And we can do it in ways that feel really, really aligned, right? Energetically aligned, but we've got to find the right people. So, as it says here, I've guided hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you, through their first steps in taking their business online. And there are certain systems, there are certain structures that we can use to really get your business out there, to get you highly visible to global audiences of your ideal clients. And that's what this is. This is Fire Up Your Visibility. So in this program, you're going to be guided to discern exactly what is your unique genius that will be most valuable for your ideal clients out there who are trying to find you online, right? Who are trying to find the answers to their questions. And what they need is you and all that you offer, right? It's going to help them find you. This is also going to guide you to gain confidence, to gain excitement about getting visible, getting on video with your important message. Now that's a big one. I know that's really big, getting visible, getting on video, right? This confronts some of our deepest fears. So we're going to work with that, right? I'm going to guide you through that. Then you're going to learn how to make short YouTube videos that will tap into Google's algorithms so that people who've never heard of you before can come in and discover you and discover your content and get to know what you're all about and eventually become your clients. I'm going to teach you how to create professional, high quality, and exciting to watch videos, even if you've never done that before. And I'm going to help you know what to say in the videos that will really help people to take an action, right? To either go to your website, sign up for your email list, or even purchase your products and services. So again, come here and read the page and really read this part about, what you can do. There is so much that is possible here. And again, it's time to take action. So there's a powerful curriculum. Now this is going to be pre-recorded sessions, and then we'll have 5 live Q&A sessions where I will get on with you. We'll have hot seats. You'll get to jump on and tell me all about whatever's going on in your business, good and bad, and what's happening with your YouTube videos. And I will just jump right in and be like, okay, here's what you do. Step 1, step 2, here's how we fix this, or here's how you can take this to the next level. It's going to be so fun in the Q&A sessions. But come over here, and I'll put this in the chat again. Check out the curriculum for this program. And first, we're going to start on establishing what is your unique genius that you have to offer that people are going to really want to connect with online. And then we're going to talk about how to start establishing revenue streams. What is your free gift? How are you going to invite people into a journey, starting with a free gift that will be talked about in your YouTube video, and then to come in and sign up for your list, and then what you will offer them, right? It's really exciting to begin diving into that. And program structure creation, right, in packages. And then we have the peacock here. Everything you need to get seen and noticed on YouTube. It's super fun. We're going to dive into that, how to really work with the world's largest search engines to get your work out there in a beautiful, powerful way. Then you will create and record your first YouTube video with fun, creativity, and innovation. And there is resistance that comes up here, right? So this is where the Q&As will be really important. I'll be here to guide you and help you. And I'll teach you all of the foundational information about the technology and how to make amazing, amazing videos. We'll talk about sprucing up your video. Do you need a video editor, right? How are you going to make this video stand out from the crowd? And then publishing your first video. So you're going to be putting it out there online. This is a big moment to celebrate. And we're going to talk about what to do immediately after publishing it to make sure it gets maximum rankings in YouTube and will be seen by the most people all around the world. And then we'll have a few sessions where we're learning and adjusting, right? Learning from your first video and working with limiting beliefs and resistance that might be coming up for you. This is a really, really important part of the process. We have the technical pieces and Google search engines and making videos, but what's happening inside of you is really critically important as well. All of those must be in alignment. So I'll work with you on all of that. And then we're going to, by then, so you'll be making a second video here. You'll be making a third video here, right? So you're going to get a lot of practice. And the invitation is to put things out there and see what happens, right? See how people respond. Maybe you try one topic and see what happens. Maybe nothing happens with that one, but then you try another topic and it gets a big response. All of this is a learning process. So we've got to practice. We've got to put stuff out there. And then finally, module 9, the crucial next steps in your journey. And where are you going to go from here? How to launch programs and products from your YouTube videos on a bigger level. And we'll have our 5 Q&A sessions on these dates. So these are to really strongly support you all throughout the process. Remember, the modules are pre-recorded. You'll get them every other Monday starting November 22nd. And then we'll have live Q&A sessions on these dates. Now, I want to share with you, and definitely come here and check out, here are the results that you'll receive. They're extremely valuable, starting a brand new YouTube channel, establishing global visibility, reaching a worldwide audience of your ideal clients, and learning how to optimize the SEO on Google and YouTube. That is really powerful. And that is not something that most people are teaching you. So it's really, really important, really valuable. And so much more, right? Really, and you'll be starting an email list. With the summit, we're going to welcome in 2,000 to 5,000 new email subscribers. You won't do that many with the YouTube, at least not from the beginning. It can absolutely grow to that. But you will start having people on an email list because you're going to start offering a free gift that will be announced in your YouTube videos. People can come and sign up for that. So your email list will grow. People will share your videos more and more. Your list will grow more and more over time. So really powerful. So the investment for Fire Up Your Visibility is for level 1, which is the full online program. It includes the pre-recorded 9 sessions. It includes the 5 Q&A calls. That is $444. And you can come here and just click on this button to join at that level. Or if you would like to supercharge your growth and your personal transformation by having 2 45-minute one-on-one sessions with me, then that is, you get the full program plus those 2 45-minute visionary business coaching sessions with me. That is $9.99. So you can select your payment option here. Now, this program will only be open until November 17th. That's Wednesday, November 17th at 11:59. It should say 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. And there's an extra bonus for anyone who buys today, or at least the first 5 people who join today. Okay. By 11:59 p.m. Eastern time today, 11:11, you'll receive a bonus 30-minute breakthrough session with me where we will look at your astrology and we will identify what is your unique sacred genius. And this is just going to jumpstart you for the whole journey, because you won't have to do all the figuring out around your unique sacred genius. We will dive right into it in this very exciting 30-minute call. Okay, so really fun. So if you're feeling called to this and you think this is the best step for you, instead of creating a summit, this is definitely an amazing beginning step that could lead to you creating a summit down the road. Because with the summit, you're going to be utilizing your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel is actually going to help your summit be more successful. So if you start a YouTube channel now, it's only going to benefit you even more when you go to create your summit someday. So this is a really good beginning step if you think you might want to do a summit sometime in the future. And I see Amanda signed up. Yay, welcome, Amanda. I can't wait to do our 30-minute session with the bonus. Beautiful. Thank you, Greg. Have a beautiful day. Yeah, wonderful. So there's a lot of options here today, guys. I know I'm throwing a lot at you today, but I was looking at this, all the energy, all the astrology, all the opportunities, and I just want to open all of this up to you right now, because as I've said a million times, now is the time. The time is now. When we embrace change, when we embrace all the ways we're meant to heal and make room for new growth and say yes to new opportunities, right? I just want you guys to be fully supported in everything that you need. So I really welcome you into whichever of these programs feels right for you. And if none of it feels right for you right now, I totally understand. And maybe we'll work together later. And I hope this has been very, very inspiring to you and given you some ideas about how you can grow and expand your business in whatever way is right for you. And for those who are feeling called to these programs, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to work with you more closely and help you really shine your bright light, as it says here, and leap into abundance in all of these beautiful ways, whether it's through your summit, through your YouTube channel, whichever resonates the most for you. Now, I know we're a bit over time, but I do want to go to the shamanic journey because I know some of you are probably waiting for that. Let me just see, are there any questions that you have about what I shared earlier or about the programs? I see Sherry, you have a question. Do you offer payment plans? If you are curious about one of these programs and you want a payment plan or a different payment plan than is shown here, write to hello. This is writing to my support team, hello@wearesacredplanet.com, and I'm putting this in the chat. Any questions or payment options? Write to hello@wearesacredplanet.com. Okay, so if you have questions after we get off the call and you want to ask, or if you want a different payment option, that might be possible. It depends. Just let me know then, Sherry, which program you're interested in and what kind of payment terms would work for you. And I will see if that's possible for us to do. It often is. So I'm definitely willing to customize things in that way to make it work for you. So just write to that email address and my team will get back to you. Beautiful. Thank you, Anne. Anne says happy 11/11, everyone. Yay, amazing. Sally, yes. So this, and for others who were asking, this is all recorded. This is actually being broadcast live on my YouTube channel. So if you go to Sacred Planet YouTube, it's available right now already immediately. And as soon as we get done the call, it will still be available. I will also send out the replay in an email to everybody who's in the Sacred Planet community a little later today. So yes, that will be available. Letitia, I love this question. My husband and I run our business together. I have never seen a summit run by a couple. Would it be weird for us to run a summit together? No, that is an amazing idea. So I've had a few people. I had one couple who ran a summit together and they did beautifully and they had so much fun. It was really hilarious at times, because of course the personalities really come out when you get into a deep project together, but it was amazing. And then I've had two different cases where business partners ran a summit together. So you can definitely do that. And it's really powerful. You do just want to make sure this is someone, if you're already running a business together, then you're already good. But you just want to make sure if you're going into a summit together with another person that you're okay with spending a lot of time with this person, and that your values are fairly aligned, your decision-making tendencies are going to work well together, because I certainly wouldn't want you to, have a difficult time with that because of a personality clash. But if he's your husband and you're already running a business together, I'm sure you've already worked through all those things. So yeah, I think that would be really beautiful. There's a really famous couple, I can't think of their names right now, but they run summits together all the time. And it's just beautiful to see how they work together and how they, are really expanding their relationship even more by creating these expansive summits jointly. So I really encourage that, Letitia. That's a very exciting idea. Amber, is there a discount to be in both packages? That's a good question. I mean, if you are interested in both, and if you sign up for the Soulful Summit creation, I would be happy to include Fire Up Your Visibility as a bonus. It would not be at the $99 level. It would be at the $444 level, but you wouldn't really need those sessions anyway, because we'd be doing all of that anyway in the summit program. So yeah, if anybody's interested in that, just write to hello@wearesacredplanet.com and we'll get back to you really soon. Great question, great idea. And let's see. Okay, yeah, anybody interested in a different payment plan, just email. Amber says, my spouse has been wanting to start a YouTube. Yeah, people are looking for everything out on YouTube. It's a great time to start a YouTube channel as well. Okay, well, thank you all for your questions. I am going to stop sharing this screen here. And again, really cannot wait to work with any of you who are feeling called to either of those programs. We're going to have so much fun together. I can't wait. Both of those, they're both so like fun and exciting and liberating in so many ways. I love teaching both of those programs. I can't get enough of them, and I know you'll feel the same way if you join. So can't wait to see you there, those who feel that call. So we're going to move into a shamanic journeying space now. We're just going everywhere today, and that is beautiful. We're going to move into a shamanic journeying space, and this is going to be really powerful to connect you with the knowledge located deep in your heart. All right, deep in your DNA, so that you can receive the sacred instructions from the universe that will precisely guide you in what you are meant to build next. And I'm going to put a beautiful image up on the screen here. Let's see, let's stay with the peacock feather. I just love the colors in that. Sorry, trying to find it. My sorter is not sorting quite right, so we'll go with this. Okay, so get really comfortable in your space. You can lay down if you wish, if that makes you feel most comfortable and relaxed and able to drop in. You can be sitting as long as you are sitting up with your spine straight, or you can also be moving if you would like for this to be a movement journey. That is wonderful as well. And I'm going to put in the chat a link to music and a drum beat. Just settle into your space, allow yourself to connect with your breath. Begin breathing in more and more deeply. And if you would like to have music or a drum beat, just click on one of these links in the chat here. There's a music, meditation music is the first YouTube link, and then a drum beat is the second YouTube link there. And I invite you then to begin breathing into your heart. So take a deep breath into your heart, breathing in fully, and really take in the magic of the oxygen and the sunlight and all the beautiful elements that surround us at every moment. And then breathe out, releasing, relaxing, really letting yourself empty, just letting go. And I invite you to imagine yourself in a beautiful place in nature, a place where you feel comfortable and safe, and where the sun is shining on your face, warming you. And just look around and notice all of the natural beauty around you. Wherever you are, maybe you're at the ocean, maybe you're on a mountaintop, maybe you're in the desert, wherever you are, just look around and take in the beautiful, glorious view from this place. And then notice that your feet are bare and the soles of your feet are standing on the earth, connecting deeply with our great mother, Mother Earth. And just allow the earth to go ahead and send up some beautiful unconditional love energy from deep in the core of the earth up through the soles of your feet, and let that unconditional love energy circulate all around your body, recalibrating you, revitalizing you, filling you up on all levels. Just enjoy this feeling of peace and vitality. And then you will notice that this unconditional love energy from the earth is beginning to collect around your heart and is beginning to swirl around your heart. And as you're standing here, just begin to tune into that and begin to allow that spiraling motion of this beautiful healing energy to draw you in and allow yourself to actually dive in to the deep wisdom at the center of your own heart. So dive into your heart space now and allow this spiraling unconditional love energy to carry you deeper and deeper into the center of your heart. Now here, from within the center of your heart, you may notice that there's a lot of activity here. There's not only the beating of your heart, but you also notice that your heart is receiving information from the earth and the cosmos, from the stars and the planets, from the trees and the animals all around. And there's this beautiful synergy that is happening in your heart with this information, with the life force energy, really circulating and becoming integrated into your being. And as you see this activity in the center of your heart, you realize that you are continually receiving the information from the earth and the cosmos and the other beings around you at all times. And so you truly have access to all knowledge from your heart. Now, if you dive even deeper into your heart, you will notice that it actually opens out into the entire universe. Because we as humans are a microcosm within a macrocosm, and we hold the universe inside of us. So I invite you now to travel through the center of your heart out into the vastness of the universe. And as you find yourself just floating out there in space, begin to have a conversation with the universe. And begin to just, in a very friendly way, ask the universe, what is it that you would like me to know about my sacred mission, about my purpose in this lifetime? Please, universe, please tell me. What is it that I need to know that I haven't seen yet, that I haven't understood yet? Please help me to understand it now. And just listen to hear the answer. And then as you take in this reply from the universe, allow yourself to float deeper into the cosmic space. And as you're floating, you notice that there is an image beginning to shimmer in front of you. And you begin to pay attention to this image, and you realize that this is a glimpse into your future. And as this image becomes more and more clear, you watch it, it's like a movie screen out here in the cosmos, and it's showing you yourself, but 10 years in the future. And it's showing you living your highest self, living in your highest contribution, your highest offering in service to life that brings you the absolute greatest joy. And you see that in this future image of yourself, your wildest dreams are coming true. So just go ahead and tune in to this kind of movie in front of you and see what's happening. Really observe your future self. Notice what's going on. Notice the emotions that you feel. And notice the activities that you're doing. Really take it in. Now, the emotions that you're feeling in this future state, whether you're feeling great joy, freedom, a beautiful sense of fulfillment and accomplishment, I invite you to remember these emotions, to hold them very strongly in your heart. Because we create our future through vibration, through energy currents. And our emotions are the energy currents that flow through us, that course through us. And they change everything. So when we hold the highest frequency of emotions, it will allow us to create our highest frequency future. So carry these emotions back with you, and I invite you now to travel back through the universe, back to the beautiful place in nature where you originally began this journey. But take these emotions with you and really name them. Joy, love, peace, whatever those emotions are that you were feeling in that 10-year future vision, take them back with you. Remember them. And every day now, at the beginning of each day, before you even get out of bed, bring your mind back to these future state emotions and allow yourself to really feel them. Every single morning when you wake up, first thing, go to that 10-year future vision and feel those future emotions. It's going to help you to create that actual future state of yourself into reality much more quickly than you would ever imagine. So still in your journey now, holding those emotions in your heart, standing there in your beautiful place in nature, with your bare feet upon the ground and the sun shining brightly on your skin. Just send up a prayer of gratitude to the universe. Deep gratitude for all the opportunities opening up for you at this time. And then say the alchemical prayer. Say it along with me. Dear universe, please send me all of the things that I need the most, that I do not even yet know are possible. Give a deep bow of gratitude to the universe and to the beautiful natural world around you. And then allow yourself to start coming back into the present moment. Take a deep breath into your heart, breathing in, filling up with the oxygen and the sunlight and all the elements that surround you. And then releasing that breath, breathing out. Make a sound on the out breath if you would like. And then when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Welcome back. All right, welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a beautiful journey. And I really encourage you to get out your journal or your notebook and write down your words for those emotions. Whatever you felt so strongly there as you sensed into your 10-year future vision of yourself. Really write down those words. Always remember them and hold those emotions strongly in your heart every single morning when you first wake up. Those emotions will create your new future reality. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for being on here live. And thank you also for those who will watch this later as a recording. I'm so grateful for all of you. And for those who feel called to work together for Soulful Summit creation or fire up your visibility, I just can't wait. Can't wait to meet with you. Can't wait to work with you. I'm sending you all so much love and honoring each of your journeys, your spiritual journey, your evolutionary journey, and your entrepreneurial journey. I honor each of you so deeply. Thank you for saying yes to the call at this momentous time. And just, I love you all so much. And I'm sending you huge amounts of love and blessings. Mwah. Bye for now, everybody. Take care. I'll see you again soon.